Yo, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all had a productive week. Worked out how it's supposed to be. CB, what's happening, my boy?
True Vision, what's
I
good?
can't call it. I can't call it. Sitting here getting to it on this here
Man,
Friday.
it's been a busy day today for me, man.
Man, it's been a busy week. You hear me?
Crazy, for real.
All rise, all rise. What's happening with you? But yeah, we definitely had a productive week going on. Shout out to everybody who support the page. Hey, yo, y'all try to go and follow the DMV Race Talk page on IG. It's literally spelled out one way, DMV Race Talk. Make sure y'all go follow that. Put that in the comments. I'm going to pin it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do it earlier, but it wouldn't let me do it. But other than that, we going to get to it. We got my boy Corin coming on. He's a little different for the big room scene that we normally do. He's into imports. He actually has a Ford Escort. Hey, what's up, Perfect? We got a matter of fact, just got on here. He is like I said, he an import guy. He from VA, another VA guy in here. So we definitely gonna enjoy the evening and, get to it. Something different up here, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I appreciate y'all for tapping into the page, doing everything that, you know what I'm saying, y'all supposed to do. Please go follow DMV Race Talk. Go follow Whip Caviar on YouTube. Keep supporting the movement. Make sure that y'all tap into the merch. Tap in, get you a Whip Caviar shirt. Trill Vision. I also got another rendering coming with the DMV Race Talk on it. As soon as it's available, I have it for y'all. Let me see. Get my boy up here. CB, why are you sending out a request? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man, but it dropped me.
It kept your name popped up. I'm like, how CB send a request twice and he on here?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
But
crazy.
nonetheless, like I said, make sure y'all go follow Whip Caviar on YouTube. Tap in, DM me for the merch. I'm trying my best, shooting for all that I can to be at Middle Georgia to Gangster Party. So if y'all need some merch, holler at me before I head out there. I have it with me when I get down there.
Go fast on gas. What's up?
What's happening with you? Oh, before I finish my little spiel right quick. Hey, look, I want to take some time out because I see her in the comment section. Shout out Coco and Shop Talk for being sponsored by the NDRA.
Oh, yeah.
That's a major move, y'all. That's
Major play.
So, Coco, shout out to you. That's some big shit you got going on. Keep pushing and keep doing what you do. For real, for real.
For sure.
I salute that.
For sure.
Gotta salute that.
Man, so,
I see I did that tire raffle. Tell the folks about that, man.
yeah, man, that joint went out. We had like me and Dark Master, we got together and did a tire giveaway. We had like 1,360 entries, man. But it was mainly for the ladies, right? Because they do stuff all the time for the guys with the car giveaways or whatever. And it was mainly for the ladies. We had a lot of guys that submitted, man. But we had a local lady here that's one of my customers actually that won the free set of tires, man.
Right.
So
Shout out, what's her name? Shannon Green.
Shannon Green. Look, Coco said
Shout
6 men in it that can't read the directions. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, shout out to Shannon Green, man. She won the tires. So she'll be in here next week, man, getting them installed. So it was good to see someone local, man, to win, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
But we're gonna get together. We're gonna do something else soon. So
right. Shout out Dunk Master for helping putting that together. You know,
sure.
Definitely shout out to him. But yeah, bro, we got Corn in here. What's happening with you, my boy?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm all right.
I'm good, man.
I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I told the people we had to do something different, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get tired of seeing these big wheel cars. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get these. I show love to everybody. You dig?
That's what's up, man. That's how it should be. If you're a car guy, man, it really don't matter what kind of car. It's you know, an enthusiast is an enthusiast regardless. So that's how I look at it.
Right. So tell the people, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about you, where you from, and you know how long you been racing.
I'm actually from Chesterfield, Virginia. I grew up, I was born and raised. I live in Amelia County now, so I moved to the country. I've always liked the country. My mom and my dad, both of their sides of the family are from, my dad's side of the family is from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and then my mom's side of the family is from Powhatan, Virginia. So, yeah, man.
You right down the street, my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, man, like, I've been racing ever since I was 16 years old. And what got me into it was I would go to the track with some of my buddies and stuff, man, and I'd just sit and watch. And I was like, man, I said this would be cool to do. You know what I mean? And I always had the mentality. It was like, man, that's just too expensive. Ain't no way I'd be able to build nothing to race with. But then, I got linked up with some buddies of mine. They all had Hondas, and I just built what I could afford. You know what I'm saying? So, I went out there, and first time down the track, y'all gonna laugh at this, but first time down the track, I passed all 3 turnoffs and went right in the sand pit.
Wow.
Right in the sand pit. Didn't know where to go, nothing. None of my homeboys say, hey man, it's 3 turnoffs. Just take 1 turn off, get off the track. Nope, I went all the way to the end.
Oh man.
Yep.
Look.
Hey, look.
I bet you didn't do that again.
No.
When I went down the track for the first time, it was a guy legit standing there like going like this, like turn.
Yeah, man. Yep.
So, things, you know what I'm saying, all had to learn somewhere. So you saying that you're from Chesterfield, I can say this, being from the city and you know what I'm saying, being a part of Chesterfield too. Tell the people a little bit about like how car culture is in Chesterfield, which I can honestly say from my perspective, Chesterfield is a little different from Richmond. Like Chesterfield is diverse. You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so Chesterfield, man, like where I grew up, people were big into lowriders. Nobody really ran a rim bigger than 17-inch. You might occasionally catch a few cars running 18-inch wheels, but for the most part, man, that was the biggest, people were running. And I'm like, we liked them low, and we had body kits. I never had a body kit on mine. I just like stagger lowered mine and maybe had like a front lip, rear lip, something like that.
Right.
But then you had guys that had jacked up trucks, big mud tires on them. You didn't really have a lot of old school cars, and if you did, they were more like original. They didn't really have a lot of modifications done to them when I started, in the car scene. You might have caught a few old schools that were, restored to factory spec. Might have had an aftermarket wheel on it, but that's as far as it went. But some guys had hydraulics. It's just, it's guys have a whole lot of different stuff. Now they're doing this thing called roll and poke. So roll and poke is where you see the cars that are really, really cambered out. The wheels are cambered in real hard.
Right.
I ain't too fond of that. I guess it's because where I came from. I'm like, no, I can't do that.
I will honestly say, like, bro, before I even got into the racing and Go Fast on Gas will tell you this, bro, I was into everything. So if you could name it, I built it. So I know everybody has their own little spiel on, what they like and don't like. I've built a cambered Civic before. I had a EG. I done had a cambered Accord. I did that twice. But aside from that, everything else that I had was straight JDM bills. A lot of people don't know me for having imports. My very first car that I came out with was a Honda Accord. I had an '84 Buick LeSabre before that, but when I really jumped off the porch and was like, you know what, I'm gonna start building cars and I'm gonna start, doing what I gotta do to try to, make myself different. Like it was a '97 Honda Accord. And ever since then, my love for cars grew based off imports. So it was all I knew was Honda. Like Honda, before it was a Chevrolet, I'll say it was all Honda. Like East Coast Honda meet, Honda Day in New Jersey. Like I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I trust you. I understand.
I think too, man, that goes with culture too, because the younger generation, man, I guess they into that static. Us older, we older now, man. So I can't see putting anything on my car that my child's gonna wear out in like a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for the static people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand up for a little bit here.
Yeah.
It's a difference between camber and what the fuck.
Yeah.
It's definitely a difference in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you build your car right, you can still camber your car and still do. I have seen camber cars where a motherfucking regular wheelbase car slam the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. And the thing is with the cars now that they're doing that real that seriously negative camber, like the tire is not even touching the road on the outside. I'm just like, tires are expensive these days, man. Like tires I used to pay $50-$60 for, them things are like $120 now. So there's no way in the world. And see me, I'm the type of person where from the people that I learned from, I always wanted my tires to last, my car to be lowered and still look good. You know what I mean? No rubbing, no riding rough. I just wanted it, right. But like some of my buddies, man, that had Hondas, they ain't care. They just, man, I'm just gonna cut my springs and lower it. I don't care what I gotta do to lower it.
Right.
Man, that thing coming down the road look like somebody stepped on the roof of it. I'm like,
man,
dude, come on, man.
If people won't tell the downside of that, go ahead and cut them springs on that Honda and see how bouncy that motherfucking ride is. I did it.
Man, look, I did. My buddy had a Honda Civic with cut springs, and I never, ever, I told him, I said, I'm never riding your car again.
No,
never.
So matter of fact, I might actually have a picture of it. I might can show it if I find it. I had a black CB7 that I took the coil adjuster out of. This is back when people was buying them eBay coilovers for like $60-$70. I bought a set and then cut the I didn't cut it. I took the adjuster out and rode on straight spring.
No, sir.
Wow. 2000, I'm gonna say 2012, 2013 ish. Somewhere along them lines is when that's when.
I mean, I had my first car, man, was a Geo Metro, and they didn't make nothing for that car. So it was like, all right, so what am I gonna do to lower this thing? So I worked at the Chevy dealership. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's clean. JDM corners.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All day. If it ain't,
man,
it ain't shit.
Yeah.
But this is the first car that I popped off the porch with. This was in.
Oh yeah, that's clean. Yeah, that's clean. A buddy of mine named Mike Gillis had one same color as that.
That's a '97.
That thing's clean.
What year did you have that car? And how long ago has that been?
I bought the car in 2008, and then by the time I graduated, that's what it looked like.
That's nice. That's clean.
I will say this: like, it wasn't too many people in Brunswick County that could run with me music-wise. I'll say that.
Yeah, I seen some of the videos of that box Chevy. That thing's slamming, man. God darn.
That's how I'm gonna tell you how I got into cars. Like, my older brother CJ had a DA. This was his was a '93. So he had an Acura Integra slammed on 18s. You know what I'm saying? It was pearl white with the blue pinstripe on the side. He actually went to Roanoke Rapids. I think the shop was it Deadly Hurts? I remember it was an audio shop in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. He went, had 2 L7s put in that car. He come back to the house, and my mom, bro, my mom was anti-music. Like anything loud,
like my parents.
loud and shit like that, bro, she was not going for it. Man, my brother came in, he was like, "You like that shit, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah." "What's in there?" He was like, "Music." That's all he said. So I said, "Okay." So about a week, 2 weeks go by. I come back. I say, "Yo, like, so what's in the car?" He shows me the shit. It was like, "You want to learn how to put it together?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I'm watching him take the shit apart and say, "Put it back together."
Wow.
That was how I got in the cars, learning how to hook audio up.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was doing, but apparently, goddamn, whatever I did, I turned that bitch all the way up, and that integrity was hitting way harder than it did before whoever tuned it for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I've been an audio guy. Like that Honda had that green Honda had two audio bond high flame excursion 15s on two 3,000 watt audio bond amps.
Great day, man.
Like
Whoosh.
that
So
music and shit in the country, yeah, I did that. Now I'm
yeah.
not gonna say I ain't one of them guys that didn't have PA horn in my car because I had four of them bitches. But you couldn't tell me shit, and that bitch was screaming.
Man, look, my first car was a Geo Metro, man. One setup, I had four
Uh,
15s in that thing. I laid the seats down. Huh?
no, I was giving a shout out to the guy that makes my flyers and made my logo art.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I had a Geo Metro. I had four Rockwell Fosgate 15s in it first. Had ported box. And then I ended up going to three Geo Audio 10s. For some reason, man, the Geo Audios I felt like hit harder than the Rockfords. They stretched more, and the sub was soft.
Right.
So, man, I mean, I used to come down. So I used to go to Manchester High School. So when I would come down in the parking lot, there used to be a cop that sat all the way at the bottom.
Right.
Man, I come in there one day and parked. Man, he come up the hill. I already knew what he was coming up the hill for. And he was like, man, he said, you got to turn that down. He said, you are shaking my windows down here, and I'm down here all the way at the bottom of the hill. He said, I don't know what you got in here, but you need to keep it down. He said, I can only imagine what's going through the teachers' heads when you ride by the school like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I was big in the car stereo. That was the first thing I got into. My parents were the same way. My dad hated bass. My mom hated bass. Oh, God, they hated it. I remember one time I got bad grades. My dad unhooked my speaker box and took it and stuck it in the attic. He's like, you ain't getting this back till them grades come up. I'm like, oh, no, I got to study.
Right. I'm going to say the icing on the cake for me, at least with my mama, I'm going to say it was about 3 weeks. It lasted for about 3 weeks. So, my thing was come to school late every day. So, the reason why I would come to school late is because in Brunswick County, there's one Hardee's. I'm going to go get me something to eat every fucking morning. Every I'm going to stop. They had the 3 for $3, it was 2 for $3 sausage, egg, and cheese combo. I'll never forget this shit. Faithfully, my whole senior year. Bro, I will always go get my food, and if they took forever, I didn't already pay for my food. Fuck that class. Like, I'm going to get the class. But I done paid for this shit. Man, I would always come to school, music wanging. Like, and I'm talking about sending it. Bro, they had, apparently this one in particular day, they had a assembly. And in order, the direction that I'm coming past, you would pass the auditorium before you got to the student parking lot. So, I mean, letting it sing. I mean, you could hear Jeezy in the auditorium. The principal met me before I could get out of the car in the parking lot and said, you just got here? And I'm like, yeah. That's your car? Yeah. All right. Meet me in the office after the assembly. I'm like, all right. Get in there. He suspends me for 2 days for having my music up that loud. I took a badge of honor. Like, all right, the fuck? Hey, how many people can say that they got suspended from school for playing loud music?
Boy,
before they got to school.
My parents would lock me in the basement, boy.
Man,
and God knows how, and God knows when they would let me out.
My mama found out about that shit. She took the keys, took the tags off the car, and called the insurance company took the insurance off.
Man.
But
Dang,
I rode the bus faithfully for like 3 weeks. And then my dad finally got tired of taking me back and forth to work and football practice and shit. He was like, here, I'll talk to your mama. Here, take your car. Go on about your business. And like that ever since.
Damn.
Hey.
Oh, Coach asked, is the low culture still active in the DMV? Yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
It's now you have more. It's not like how it was back when we was growing up and it was all Hondas and people just meeting up in parking lots, just sitting there talking, chilling. Now you got everybody want to swing that bitch in the fucking parking lot. You got people that find the intersection and do donuts in the middle of the it ain't the same no more.
Yeah, I mean it's you get it in spurts here and there. You know, in this area I'm in, I'm probably me and my wife are probably the only two that still roll the old school way with being lowered and, you know, the 17 and 16-inch wheels and stuff like that. A lot of cars now, man, they're buying man, what do you call them? Damn, I can't remember. It's a certain type of wheel. It's got a lot of positive camber, and they stick out from the car a lot now. You see a lot of that. Yeah, you see a lot of guys lowered down on those type of wheels. So, concave. They're called concave.
Yeah, concave. Yeah. And I noticed, and this is the thing that gets me now. What used to be a Honda is now replaced with an Infiniti. Or I see Infinitis, a lot of Hyundai Genesises, the FRZ. What is that? The Subaru. Yeah. RZ Subarus. A lot of those have taken over. It's when you see somebody in like a Civic, most Civics nowadays, I'm gonna say 2005 or newer is slow, unless it's an SI. Right?
Yeah.
SI, you working with something, but majority of them now, eBay coilovers, Lawrence Springs. You can get them flashing LED red brake lights from Walmart for like.
Everybody seems to have them now.
They don't do audio no more. Everybody's into stereo boxes and shit. Like, that's what the shit is now.
So neons and body kits and stuff like that, that's gone. Yeah. And nobody's doing that anymore.
Well,
a lot of
I ain't gonna say the neon part is, because you still got people that got RBG lights and they got the color changer lights underneath the car. But
that's true, yeah.
Some of them, it's hit or miss. Some of them.
Yeah, very, very seldom you see it. Like I say, it comes in spurts.
Right.
It's not like it used to be back in the day. Like back in the 90s, man, that was my era. So it was like me. I mean, it'd be like 20 of us, man, hanging out in the parking lot, you know, and all the cars were lowered, trucks, cars. I mean, everything. I mean, I like lowered shit. I like something that slams.
I'll subject right quick. So it sounds like me and you would be in the same area. Did you ever go to Wing Command?
Yeah.
Fine. We'd have probably passed each other and not even know.
I'm sure. Yep. Probably so.
Right there. Right.
So Corn, so pretty much, I think we didn't meet, but the first time I seen your car was at the show in Maryland, man, back in, I think it was like July, when we went up to Maryland. That was the first time I seen your car run, man, and it ran pretty good. So tell me, man, like, how long you been following like the big rim culture, man?
I started following Big Rim in 2017. I used to watch Dunkmaster a lot. Me and a homeboy of mine, a dude named Chris Diaz, he used to always show me videos of Dunkmaster's car, and it's funny because I pretty much knew what he had going on in the car, without even opening the hood, because I know what an LS sounds like when I hear one, especially a boosted one.
Right.
So that's when I started following him, and then, man, I'll be honest, I don't think I didn't even get an Instagram page, man, until like 2018 or 19. And it was like, my homeboy was always on Instagram. I said, man, that's like, I was always Facebook, you know what I mean? Right. So I wasn't really a lot. I would post stuff on social media, but Facebook was the only source that I had. So it was like, I don't see none of this, big wheel stuff on Facebook. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So my buddy's like, yo, get an Instagram account. You'll see all this. So he started showing me stuff, and I got an Instagram account, started following, the big rim culture. And I was like, you know what, man, this is different because these guys are flying on a tire that ain't made to even be remotely go over 60, 70 miles an hour. And they trapping 110 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I was like, man, this ought to be pretty cool. So watching the cars and stuff, and especially the ones with the turbos and stuff, that really grabbed my attention. I was like, man, these guys are turbocharged. I said, man, because I'm a big turbo guy.
Right.
I was in the nitrous first, then I had a supercharger. Now I'm just, turbo's just been my go-to for every build. So, but yeah, man, I've been following I'd say since 2017, man. I just, the course of the years going on, I just started following it more and more and more.
You already know it's your boy CC, man, and I with Whip Caviar, man. And you want all the best tastes of the whips, Chevys, Ford, all different type of variety of tastes. You gotta come to the Caviar, man. Y'all already know who whipping up the best, man. My boy Whip Caviar got the best videos. He do it right. He keep it all neutral. He be everywhere like he supposed to be. Y'all never be there, so y'all gotta use him to get there. And my boy Whip Caviar, man, so all we do is put the caviar on the plate for you guys who ain't great. Cause my dog is doing his thing, and he don't stay in his place, cause he makes sure he have the biggest plate of caviar. Shout out to my boy Whip Caviar, man. Remember, the taste bud gotta be good, like caviar, and my boy got it for y'all.